Hello YouTube, this is NASCAR 48 WB2 Buff here with the INORL Duracell Cup Series here from Pocono for the Chevy 400. And now we are here finally back to Pennsylvania. Well, actually first time to Pennsylvania. Nope, actually second time. My mistake, we were at Langhorne earlier in the season. Second time back to Pennsylvania. We were just at Dover last week, and now we're back in Pennsylvania here for Pocono. Two tracks that are close to each other, so these drivers didn't have to go far. And as you see on the pole is Dylan Young in the number 50, and look who's starting right to the outside of him. David Rochester, who's starting only 5 points, who's only 5 points behind this man right here, Brian James, who has the points lead, Rochester in second. And now, at Pocono, you want to get a good starting position. So for these drivers at the back, I'm sorry to say, but they have some slim chances of getting up to the front and able to win. Pit stops also mean everything. So if they have a good pit stop, that could possibly mean the win. And right next to Brian James is Drew Austin, number 20 car. He was strong last week at Dover, but got involved in that wreck with Aaron Williams. And that was enough to really hurt his chances at winning that Dover race. Then we have Leo Rogers, Seth Cole. Seth Cole, I believe, is 6th in points. He's coming in here for a good finish. Tristan Trivet, Andreas Allen, Jack Richards, your Richmond winner, and Jacob Sisko rounding out your top 10 there. But we're going to get ready for our starting command here from Pocono for the Chevy 400, who could possibly come away with a win after this race.
Drivers, start your engines!
As we just got our starting command, I will now take you to your starting lineup. Good luck to all the drivers, and hopefully we see a great race. Now also, for the first couple laps, you're not going to be seeing a lot of drivers pass. But when they start passing, it goes crazy. Usually the outside is where you want to be off turn 1, then it's inside the rest of the way around. Who's going to win it here at Pocono? Rochester wants his first win of the season after so many second places and third places. Who's going to win it? Dylan Young already out to a strong lead. They're fanning out three wide in some places. Rochester at the outside a little bit. You're going to see Brian James shoot up through this pack maybe. Watch the run, he gets on the outside. He had the run, but had to slow down a little bit for Tristan Trivet. And Dylan Young already shooting away, but Rochester wants to catch back up to him and get that lead back. And he made a really dive in through that corner. He's already at his back bumper, single file throughout almost the top 10, but you'll see these passes. And here comes Drew Austin for the lead. Seth Cole following up right behind him. Rochester going to try to get a run on the outside, but will it be enough? Drew Austin going to pull out in front of him. Oh, but he couldn't get there fast enough. And they're trying to use the draft, but as these battle, Dylan Young's going to try to go away. And Seth Cole, he almost made it 3 wide going into the corner. Rochester's going to try to get the run on the outside here. And look at the run he got off that corner. Seth Cole going to get between Rochester and Brian James. Here's 3 of your top 6 points leaders here running in the top 5. And it looks like they're starting to reel in Dylan Young again because they're not passing. Is anybody going to try to make a move? And it's going to be Rochester. He's going to go for second over Drew Austin. Seth Cole's going to get held up a little bit with him. Can Rochester pull away from the both of them and try to catch up to Dylan Young? And as you see, this is a very long straightaway. I believe it's 99 feet or meters or yards, somewhere around that. No, not 99 feet. 99 yards or meters, I forget. But here comes Seth Cole onto the inside of Rochester. He was looking, but there goes Drew Austin. Look at the run he got, but he has nowhere to go with it. Oh, but he does. He's going to go to the inside of Rochester and going to go take second. Austin in second. Rochester going to try to fight back on the outside, though. He got a run there. Neck and neck into turn 3. It looks like Austin's going to take second. Maybe try to pull away here and catch up to Dylan Young. Like I said again, pit stops are going to be key to this race. A good pit stop could mean a good finishing place finish or a win. Checking on Brian James here. He seemed to have fallen back since the start of this race. Back to 8th after starting 4th. Looks like his car might not be the most dialed in, but he'll try to work his way back up there. Let's actually check in on Jeffrey Buckeye. He's up there in points. I think third, actually. He's running back here in 22nd, fighting against Aaron Williams. That's not where he wants to be. Oh, he can't pull the block there, and Aaron Williams is going to shoot by him. Aaron Williams said he doesn't have a lot of luck at Pocono, but he's looking to turn that around here today. Maybe try to get a top 10 or a top 5. He's trying to get there. Oh, Drew Austin got passed. Rochester back to second with Leo Rogers right behind him, and Dylan Young, just no one can catch him. He's running away with it. A little bit, but Leo Rogers decides to draft the Rochester instead of trying to pass him and try to catch up to the leader. And it looks like they got to their back bumper. Yep, they finally caught him. Will Rochester try to make a move? They go down the Long Pong straightaway. Long Pond. Sorry, I think I said Pong. Oh, but Leo Rogers looking to make a move. Rochester can't block. And Rogers to second. Right behind Dylan Young. Is he going to try to make a move also? Jacob Sisko right there behind him also. No one's going to try to make a move on the leader. And as these guys battle, that could allow Dylan Young to get away again. And Sisko now trying to get the second. Drag race down the back straightaway. I mean, oh god, I'm off today. The front straightaway. Take a look in the back here. Dylan White, George Roque, they're running back here. With Zachary Buckeye, brother to Jeffrey Buckeye, Austin Ogo, Willem Schultz, and Richard Johnson. Jake Baskinger, your Darlington winner, running back here. He's not having a good day. He was having a good day last week at Dover, but didn't turn out to that. Here's the hometown boy, Kyle Sanoski. He's trying to get in he just about got in the top 30 there, trying to pass William Duncan, who was involved in that horrific crash last week with Aaron Williams. Jeffrey Buckeye falling back a little bit. Aaron Williams trying to break the top 20. And it looks like Dylan Young still leading with with Leo Rogers right on his tail. Will he try to make a move? Rochester's drafting with him also. No one has tried to make a move yet on Dylan Young. And here comes Rogers. It looks like he's gonna try it. Will it be enough? No, it will not. Will he try it on the Long Pond straightaway? No, he's just gonna draft and maybe try it on the back straightaway, I guess you can call it. Going into turn 3. Will Leo Rogers try to make the move? No, he's not. He's just drafting with them. Maybe trying to draft with them to get away from the rest of the field. They both slide up a little bit, but they're pulling away from the rest of the field. Man, they're fanning out. I mean, not fanning out. They're really pulling away, like I said, because they're using the draft instead of battling, which is hard for the rest of the field to catch up to them. And there goes Leo Rogers for the lead. Will it be enough? And he's going to shoot by Dylan Young and zoom away. And now Dylan Young's in threat of being passed for second by Rochester. Rochester trying to get every point he can over Brian James. Right now, Rochester would have the points lead. Oh, but Dylan Young fighting back on Leo Rogers. And will it be enough as these two battle? That could allow Rochester and Jacob Sisko to join in. Sorry, my phone just rang for a second. No idea what that was about. I don't know who was calling me. Anyways, Dylan Young going to try to hold the lead here over Rochester. And again, I do apologize for my phone ringing, if you heard that right there. Anyways, Dylan Young holding the lead. David Rochester trying to hold second over Jacob Sisko. How about Brian James? He's trying to work his way up here. He has been complaining about the car being really tight, but it looks like he's working slowly up to the front. Austin Ogo in the back. See any passes here? Pass for all important position of 35th. Looks like Jake Rogers, your Rockingham winner, is going to get that. Jake Rogers is locked into the All-Star race. You want to get a win here to get in the All-Star race. So a lot of drivers trying to get a win to get in. And 3 wide right there. Trek Tolger, Sean Hanley, and John Wilson, but Trek Tolger's gonna pull back in line. And just man, Dylan Young has been the dominant car all day. It looks like Chevy, Ford, and Dodges have been dominant. Where's the first Toyota here? It's gonna be the 20 outside the top 5. No, outside the top 6 actually. That's the first Toyota back there. And Jacob Sisko finally got back to Dylan Young's tail, and he's gonna try to make a move here with Rochester right behind them. And it looks like he's probably gonna get the lead here. And now Rochester's gonna try to pass Dylan Young. Will he have enough? This could shuffle Dylan Young out of the top 5 eventually. And here comes Rochester. Who's Sisko gonna work the draft with? And it looks like he's gonna choose Rochester over Dylan Young. But now he switches to Dylan Young. And Rochester's still trying to make it work, and it looks like he did. Dylan Young got a little loose, almost slammed into Rochester. And now Dylan Young's gonna try to get the run on the outside. And look at that run he got right there. But Rochester's still battling on his inside. But Dylan Young did not have enough off that corner. And how about Brian James? He's trying to break the top 3. Look at these 2 points leaders battling for every position here. Oh, they slowed up 3 wide almost. Rochester got second. We have a battle for 5th though. Drew Austin versus Leo Rogers. And you see how spread apart these cars are getting, almost down the whole front straightaway. And now Dylan Young's going to try to pass for 2nd again. Rochester going to fall back, and now Rochester's in threat of getting passed by Brian James. But Rochester gets the huge run off that corner, and he's going to go shoot by James and run right up to the back of Dylan Young a little bit. Try to chase him down. Top 3 have fanned out. Jacob Sisko trying to lead a couple laps before Dylan Young is looking to take that lead back. These 3 have been the 3 dominant cars all day, and it looks like Dylan Young, the most dominant car today, is going to try to go for the lead here. Is Rochester going to pass Sisko though? He's looking to the inside. Not going to... Oh, he gets there. But Dylan... Who's he going to draft with? Dylan Young, it looks like. And Brian James going to help him. Brian James looked to make it 3 wide for a second. And Rochester looking to take 2nd now. And he will. It looks like. But Sisko battling back on the outside. You see that run, they get off turn 1 on the outside. Rochester trying to hold to his inside enough where he can't pull in front of him. And it looks like it worked a little bit through that corner. Brian James way out of the roof. Who's going to win this battle for 2nd? It's probably going to be Rochester having that inside advantage coming into turn 3, and it will. And now Sisko's going to get shuffled back because he's going to get passed by Drew Austin now. And pit stops will be coming here shortly. Now, I have a feeling half the field's going to pit 1 lap too early, and the other half is going to pit a lap to the good. So, you never know what's going to happen. You want to be the driver who pits a lap to the good. These drivers who pit a lap to the late, they want to save fuel or hope for a caution. Track positions mean everything. Rochester trying everything he can. Will it be enough though? Here comes Sisko. They went slow through that corner. I have a feeling they're going to pit this time by. Yes, they are. Who's going to stay out though? All the leaders come in except for Charles Sanford. He's going to stay out along with John Wilson, Sean Henley, Sean Galligan, Henry Sanford, and a bunch of others. These are the drivers who are going to be lapped to the good. These are, I guess you could say, maybe smarter or so. I don't want to diss anybody out there, but maybe smarter on pit strategy so far. They're going against the caution. Everybody else is going for a caution. Charles Sanford, he got a piece of that huge wreck last week that was involving Aaron Williams, who went flipping wildly. He got a piece of that, but not much. Then that sit-go number 14. John Wilson on his tail. Sean Henley here. Henry Sanford, Sean Galligan, Kyle Sanofsky, the hometown boy, and Aaron Williams trying to come back after that really crazy wreck last week. Now it looks like everybody else is going to come in this time. And look, these drivers are already leaving pit road, so they will not go a lap down. Anybody gonna try to make it another lap around? It looks like... Oh! The 43 is gonna come in. I mean, stay out. The 43 of Fritz Lukender is gonna stay out and try to make another lap. Was that a smart decision, though? Will he run out of fuel trying to go around? Oh, he got way out of the groove. There's a wreck! Caution is out. It was involving Jack Richards. Heavy damage. William Duncan looks clean. I don't think he got a piece of that. But Jack Richards, Richmond winner, heavy piece of damage. And his day is looking to be done. Who's going to cross the line in time? And it looks like Dylan Young will probably end up with the lead, maybe. Well, maybe outside the lead, depending on who went out of the pits first. They're saying the 43 is the leader, they're saying. The 43 still did not pit, and he will go under caution and not pit. The 43, Fritz Lukender, is your leader, but I will take you to see what happened in turn 1. Alright, so they're coming out of the pits here in the turn 1. Now, let's see what happened. Looks like William Duncan is a lot faster than the 99 of Jack Richards here. And it looks like William Duncan came down on Jack Richards a little bit and got to turn them both into the wall. And that could have given William Duncan enough damage to hurt his chances. He's already locked in a chase, though. But no one else hit them. Oh, Sam Young. That was close. But William Duncan really didn't get damage out of that. But Jack Richards was not the benefactor out of that. Let's take an onboard here with Jack. And that was a pretty hard lick. Now let's take an onboard here with William Duncan. Then I'll take you back to the green. Oh, Sam Young barely got by. But I'll take you back to the green here at Pocono. We have pit stops. Is there going to be any takers besides the 43 who want to mount off on their fuel to maybe try to make it to the end? Those cars that pitted a lap too early. Anybody else going to try to come down here? 43 is the only one. And now if you noticed, the whole field hasn't got back to the pace car. But it looks like the 43 is probably going to be the only taker here. Looks like those drivers not going with maybe the smartest pit strategy to pit they were one lap not to the good. Oh, the 29 has damage. Same with Tyson Broad. Oh, actually, we were getting word that there was a stack up trying to slow down and a couple cars got damaged through that. Tough break for those two drivers. But I'll take you back to the green here from Pocono for the final laps. We are back. Sam Young has also retired. Actually, William Duncan did hit Sam Young, which made him blow his motor. You know how the side hits make people blow their motors. That's how he lost it. Jack Richards and William Duncan are lapped down. But your leader is Charles Sanford, John Wilson, Sean Henley, Dylan Young, Kyle Sinoski, the hometown boy. He's looking to get a win. David Rochester in 6th. Jacob Sisko. Aaron Williams got up to 8th. Leo Rogers 9th. And Henry Sanford rounding out the top 10. But who's going to get the win here at Pocono? We have exactly 10 laps to go and Charles Sanford has the lead. Rochester looking out. Is he going to try to make a move? This is where you want to make your moves on the restart. And look at the run Sanford got through that corner. With John Wilson going to try to get a run off right to the back bumper of him. How about Sean Henley? He was looking to have a good day. Same with Dylan Young. Sean Henley has had a rough season, but he's looking to turn it around here at Pocono. John Wilson still to the back bumper of Charles Sanford. Toyota versus Chevy, and here comes John Wilson for the lead. He had a rough season 1 in the Duracell Cup Series and having a rough season 2. He's looking to turn it around here today at Pocono. Drag race to the line, but Charles Sanford got to run off that corner. And how about Sean Hanley? He almost looked to make it 3 wide. And Dylan Young gonna pass for second, but Sanford's probably gonna get the run off the corner here. It's double file. Who's gonna beat each other into the corner? Dylan Young trying to use the side draft. And Dylan Young kept up pretty well. You can definitely tell he has the dominant car today. Now, a lot of these drivers are looking to get in the All-Star race. John Wilson, Dylan Young, Charles Sanford, Sean Henley, Jacob Sisko, David Rochester, Kyle Sanowski, but Aaron Williams is locked in due to the fact he has a win. Sorry, I apologize if I missed anybody that got a win right in that top couple cars. But Dylan Young is now going to try to chase down John Wilson. Will he have enough, though? He has a fast and dominant car. I think he can do it. His car has been badass fast all day. He's been trying to pick up a win for the 50 team, but came so close so many times. Well, he's run well so far this season. Pretty good, I guess you could say, but just can never pick up a win. And now he is really hauling ass against that 15. But he slipped up a little bit in that corner. Charles Sanford caught him a bit. Now will Sanford try to make a move on him? Battle for... Rochester up in the top 5 again. He's finished second so many times, but he's looking to get a win. And we have a 3 wide. Aaron Williams, Kyle Sanowski, and Henry Sanford almost went 3 wide. And it looks like Charles Sanford got past John Wilson, but here comes Dylan Young to the inside again. Will he have enough? Yes, he will, but as these two battle, that could allow John Wilson to get away. That's the last thing these two want to happen. Who's going to get an edge? It looks like Dylan Young. Sanford slipped way up in that corner. That could allow Dylan Young to have enough time to get to John Wilson. John Wilson, you don't talk about him much. He was about midfield most of the day, and look at this. He's up here leading. Trying to get a win. 6 laps away from doing it, too. Battle for 3rd and 4th. Jacob Sisko, Kyle Sanowski, Charles Sanford, and David Rochester really slipped up through that corner. And Rochester trying to get a run off the corner. And Dylan Young is catching that 15. Ever so slightly. And he really caught ground through that corner. That 15 has eyes on his rearview mirror as that 50 is right behind him. Let's stick it on board here with Dylan Young. Really tell how fast they're going. And he's looking to make his move down in the turn 1. Dylan Young going for the lead. 200 miles per hour down that front straightaway. And Dylan Young gonna shoot to the lead. John Wilson gonna pull in second. Does John Wilson have enough to maybe catch back up to him? Or Jacob Sisko, Charles Sanford, or David Rochester? I think those are the only 5 that have a chance at winning this. John Wilson right on his tail a little bit. But he has to worry about his rearview mirror as Jacob Sisko's on his tail. Sisko looked to make a move, but John Wilson blocked him. That made Sisko slip up. That which reset Charles Sanford. And how about David Rochester and Aaron Williams going to take advantage of that? This is going to be a great battle for the win, I do have to say. These drivers are heated up and they want to win. Dylan Young, he has a truck win, not a nationwide nor cup, but he wants to get one. John Wilson wants to get a cup win, though. Who's going to be able to maybe get past this 50? Or try to. And Jacob Sisko going to shoot for the lead. For second. And he's going to still stay on the back bumper of the 50 a little bit also in the process of doing that. Drag race down that straightaway. Now Rochester looking to go for second. I mean third. But you gotta think fuel strategy. Will some drivers have to pit too early? You never know. Oh, John Wilson trying to pull a crossover. We haven't seen that done today. John Wilson to a crossover right there. Rochester trying to take second from Jacob Sisko now, but Sisko's going to get the run on the outside. But but David Rochester going to get helped by the 14. No, but the 14's going to make it through. Oh, 3 wide. Who's going to get the run off the corner? 3 wide, and John Wilson has caught Dylan Young. These two have ran away with it. Oh, they're 3 wide through the straightaway. Got to be careful. And John Wilson, and he's going to go for the lead here. 2 to go. Does Dylan Young have enough to hold the lead? Oh, he slipped up a little bit through that corner. Will he try to get a run on the high side and catch back up to him? Because they got a pretty good lead over the rest of the field. The white flag will be coming out soon. The top 10 is single file. And Dylan Young catching back up to John Wilson. But he has to worry about that 14 on his tail. 14 of Charles Sanford wants to get a win. He already has 2 cup wins. And now he's going for a 3rd. He got 2 last season, but none this season. But Charles Sanford gonna get second. But does he have enough to catch John Wilson? Does he have enough? White flag is out. Did anybody pit? Does Charles Sanford have enough to catch up to John Wilson? I don't think so. John Wilson has a 0.30 second lead over Charles Sanford. Oh, but look at the run Sanford got through that corner. He's right to the back of the 15. Will he try to make a move? Here comes Charles Sanford for the lead, and he's going to get it. Last lap pass here, Pocono. John Wilson going to fall to second. Charles Sanford makes a last lap pass, and he will take the lead, and he will win here at Pocono. How about that? How about that move by Charles Sanford through turn 2? And he will pick up his 3rd Cup Series win. How about that move? As he will take the win here at Pocono and pick up his 3rd ever Cup Series win in the Duracell Cup Series. How about that for Charles Sanford? A big pat on the back for him. John Wilson second, Rochester coming in a close 3rd again. Just can never be there at the end to get the win. But congratulations to Charles Sanford. Never seen a diving move like that. And he'll take the win at Pocono. John Wilson had that. But it was just not enough to hold off that number 14. Congrats to Charles Sanford picking up his 3rd ever Cup Series win. He's only 2 behind Deion Scott, who has the most Cup Series wins. But congratulations, Charles Sanford. He's now locked in the All-Star race. And I'll take you to your race results and season standings. Again, congratulations, Charles Sanford first. John Wilson second. Rochester again coming in 3rd or 2nd. But he got 3rd today. And Dylan Young 4th. Jacob Sisko 5th. Kyle Sonoski 6th. Sean Henley 7th. Henry Sanford 8th. Aaron Williams 9th. And Leo Rogers rounding out the top 10. And Brian James going to finish 14th. And now David Rochester has the points lead. Maybe about a 30 points lead or so. And here's the rest of your top 20 here. Zachary Buckeye, he started almost dead last. And he got up to 20. It's a good day for him. tough break for William Duncan, Jack Richards, Andreas Allen, and Sam Young. Not the day they wanted to have. But now to your season standings. And we will see you next week at New Hampshire. The final race before the All-Star race, I believe. Yep, the final race before the All-Star race. No, wait, my mistake. I think Langhorne is actually after that. David Rochester, like I said, he had a 30 or so points lead over Brian James. He has a 39 point lead over Brian James. With Jacob Lawler third, he got 2 wins this season. He's looking to get up there. Jeffrey Buckeye fourth, Gene Sanford fifth, Jacob Sisko sixth, Seth Cole seventh, Dylan Young eighth, Zachary Buckeye ninth, and 10th is Drew Austin. There's Charles Sanford with his 1 win. So far, the drivers right now that are locked into the All-Star race, meaning points as of now, or David Rochester, Brian James, Jacob Lawler, Jeffrey Buckeye, Gene Sanford, Jacob Sisko, Seth Cole, Dylan Young, Zachary Buckeye, Drew Austin, Charles Sanford, Jack Richards, Jake Baskinger right there. Aaron Williams, Jake Rogers, Sean Galligan, and Chris Stollerton would be locked into it, but he is not in the series anymore. So congrats to those drivers. Those are the drivers locked in as of now, meaning in the top 10 of points. Those drivers who don't have a win, but they're top 10 in points. Thing about that is they got to hold top 10 in points. But again, I will see you next week at New Hampshire, then the All-Star race. Please like, comment, and subscribe. NASCAR 48 WW2 signing off.